The question is not, how much does the youth know when he has finished his education, but how much does he care? And about how many orders of things does he care? My object is to show that the chief function of the child, his business in the world during the first 6 or 7 years of his life, is to find out all he can, about whatever comes under his notice, by means of his 5 senses. We owe it to them to initiate an immense number of interests. Life should be all living, and not merely a tedious passing of time, not all doing or all feeling or all thinking. The strain would be too great, but all living.
Hi everybody, I'm Anthony from Living Book Press. 5 years ago, I was trying to find a way to give back to this amazing community that was helping me so much as I homeschooled my kids. And so when I saw people on Facebook and other online forums searching for ways to read Charlotte Mason's word for themselves, I decided to go about reprinting the entire series. I spent hundreds of hours transcribing the books, reformatting them to match the original pagination, and making sure they were easy to read, yet still portable enough for us to take with us on the go and make notes in the margins. Since then, I've continued trying to find ways to make it easier for everyone to implement these fantastic philosophies. From tracking down out-of-print books to make them easily available once more, to ensuring there are quality copies of public domain works with lots of images. I've created websites to supplement some of the books and also republished some with updated information and hundreds of colour images. Basically, I've been doing whatever I can to try and make it easier for us to use Charlotte Mason's methods. And the next step? Audiobooks. Wouldn't it be great if there was a complete recording of Charlotte Mason's home education series, read by one voice so as a nice coherent feel, an English accent, and someone that felt like a wise mentor sitting back sharing her wisdom? At over 600,000 words, I knew I needed help to find the right voice, and to just help make sure the whole project went smoothly. Chris, my project manager, has worked with many of the world's biggest brands, sorting their voiceover needs, translation, etc., and managed the production of countless audiobooks. The moment we heard Katie's voice, I felt perfect that she was the one. But just to be sure, I put some samples on my website and asked over 300 listeners to compare 8 different samples, and overwhelmingly they agreed that Katie was wonderful. Not only is she an actress who's done audiobooks for the Royal National Institute of the Blind, dubbed Oscar-winning films, recorded voiceovers for clients like Google, Lego, and the BBC, but she was already familiar with the PNEU because her mother had taught at one of the schools. So now I need your help to make these audiobooks a reality. 100% of the funds that we raise are going towards their production, but if we don't raise enough, then it won't happen. So please select a reward, make a pledge. You can select just one audiobook, you can get the entire lot of audiobooks, you can select some of the digital books, or just make a donation to help make sure that these recordings can reach as many families as possible. You'll only be charged at the very end of the fundraising period, and only if we meet our goal. So please tell your friends, share this in homeschooling groups, just anything you can to get the word out so that we can start recording these books and get them into as many ears as possible. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I'll be doing regular updates throughout this and answering any questions you have, sharing some of my story about how I found Charlotte Mason and how I went about reprinting the books. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get these audiobooks made together.
Having found the book which has a message for us, let us not be guilty of the folly of saying we have read it. We might as well say we have breakfasted, as if breakfasting on one day should last us for every day. The book that helps us deserves many readings, for assimilation comes by slow degrees.